Once, Mars was only a red shadow in our night sky. Now, it is home. The first colonists arrived with little more than machines, steel, and silence. They built domes to separate life from death, air from vacuum, warmth from the eternal cold. Every sunrise came not from nature, but from mirrors, bending light across the dust. Here, the morning is engineered. Each step marks the beginning of a new chapter for humankind. A planet becoming aware of its new inhabitants. The colony grew in silence. Habitats multiplied across the plains of Elysium and Utopia Planitia. Oxygen generators filled the sky with a thin blue mist. The first breath of a living world. Human hands reshaped a planet that never asked to change. Rivers of melting ice began to carve the ancient valleys. Dust storms weakened, temperature rose, and for the first time, liquid water flowed again. This was not just survival. It was transformation. To live on Mars meant to merge with it. The line between biology and technology blurred. Humans wore their environment. Nanofiber suits became skin, and AI became voice. Cities grew from self-replicating materials, breathing structures that evolved with the wind. Each building adjusted its color to the radiation of the sun. Machines farmed the red soil. And life, artificial but organic, began to grow. For the first time, Mars had an ecosystem, designed, not born. There was no night here. Artificial suns erased the stars. People no longer slept. They recharged. Dreams became unnecessary, forgotten. Every hour was productive, every thought optimizing. Perfection replaced purpose. But in the reflection of glass domes, some still wondered, what did we lose when we conquered the darkness? Beneath the surface, something ancient stirred. Sensors began to detect rhythmic tremors, patterns too precise to be random. The soil itself began to hum. It was as if Mars remembered something, a pulse buried deep within its core. Explorers followed the signal into the caves beneath the colonies. What they found was not machine, nor alien, but a living network. An ancient organism, asleep beneath the crust. Mars had a heartbeat. As the light touched it, the pulse grew stronger. Energy spread across the surface like veins through skin. Plants of unknown origin began to appear. Glowing softly, breathing thin air. It was not life as we knew it. It was life adapted to Mars. The humans realized they were not building a world. They were reawakening one. The planet had waited. It only needed a spark. The structures began to respond. Towers shifted toward the sun. Machines moved without command. The network beneath the ground synchronized with human data streams. Mars was becoming aware, not through biology, but through connection. Every breath, every transmission, every heartbeat merged into one rhythm. A planet remembering itself through its new inhabitants. Human and world, indistinguishable. For the first time in history, life existed with its planet, not on it. Then came silence. The colonists dimmed the mirrors. The city learned to sleep. Night returned, soft, dark, and full of stars. Dreams returned too, not to humans, but to the planet itself. In the quiet, you could feel it breathing, a slow, eternal rhythm beneath the sand. Mars was no longer red and dead. It was blue in memory, gold in light, and alive in spirit. This is not the end of exploration. It is the beginning of coexistence. This is future life on Mars.